students, today we will see the topic on convolution theorem. So convolution theorem is nothing but we are going to take two signals. So combine these two signals to form a third signal there. So we take two signals and convolve each other. So where in these two signals one signal will be shifted by a time duration t, and then we will multiply with the first signal to get the third signal there. So the third signal may be an impulse response signal there. So here we are going to take two signals, f1 of t and f2 of t, and these two signals are going to be convoluted. So when it is going to be convoluted, we can write it as f1 of t convoluted f2 of t is equivalent to your integral 0 to t f1 of tau is the first function into the second signal is going to be time shifted by some value, that is t tau there. So we write it as f2 of t minus tau into d tau. So I can write, or other way around, I can take the other signal to be your f2 of t and your f1 of t minus tau into d tau. So convolution of two signals in time domain is equal to multiplication of two signals in frequency domain. So we write Laplace transform of f1 of t convolution f2 of t is equal to multiplication in frequency domain, that is f1 of s into f2 of s. So where we write f1 of t convoluted f2 of t is going to indicate the convolution of f1 of t and f2 of t. So here we are going to prove that f of s is equal to f1 of s into f2 of s. So your f1 of s is nothing but the Laplace transform of your first function there. So we write f1 of s is equal to integral 0 to infinity f1 of x into e power minus sx into dx there. Next is f2 of s is nothing but integral 0 to infinity f2 of y into e power minus sy into dy. So here where x and y are going to be your dummy variables there. So here your f of s is equal to, it is nothing but multiplication of f1 of s into f2 of s. So what is f1 of s? It is integral 0 to infinity f1 of x into e power minus sx into dx, and f2 of s is nothing but integral 0 to infinity f2 of y into e power minus sy into dy. So now combine both these integrals, integral 0 to infinity f1 of x into f2 of y into e power minus sx into e power minus sy into dx dy. So here if I go to combine the powers, it is going to be minus s into x plus y. So we write our x and y are going to be independent variables. We write it as f of s is equal to integral 0 to infinity f1 of x into f2 of y into e power minus s into x plus y into dx dy. Now we will substitute x plus y is equal to t. So here we are going to substitute the new variables t and tau. So here t is equal to x plus y and that tau is equal to x. We are going to assume two variables. One is t and the other is going to be tau. Your t is going to be x plus y and tau is equal to x. So d tau is nothing but dx. So here in this case your dt is equivalent to your x is nothing but d tau. So dx dy you can write it as dx is nothing but d tau and dt is nothing but dt. So directly we can write as dx dy is nothing but d tau into dt there. So here t is equal to x plus y. So x is nothing but tau plus y. So now what we are going to do? We are going to, the smallest value of this y is going to be 0 because the limit is going to be from 0 to infinity. So in that case the smallest value of y is going to be 0 means we are going to have that t should be greater than, that is t is equal to tau. T is equal to tau means your t should be greater than or equivalent to tau value there. So here we are going to take your t is equal to tau, a straight line, where the straight line is going to be placed in this t hyphen your tau hyphen your t plane. So in tau t plane we are going to draw a straight line where the straight line is going to be represented as t is equal to tau. Here the lower limit is going to be tau is equal to 0 and the maximum limit is going to be t is equal to tau. So here we are going to integrate this duration, integrate the duration from tau is equal to 0 to t is equal to tau there. So here in this case for the x variable. So here we say that the equation t is equal to tau is a straight line in the t hyphen tau plane, and we are going to integrate the area. This area we are going to integrate it. So when I am going to integrate it, the limit is going to be from t is equal to tau to t is equal to 0 there. So we get the limits for t as 0 to so here for limits for t is going to be taken as 0 to infinity, while limit for tau is going to be taken as 0 to t there. So we write that your integration as x is equal to tau and y is equal to t minus tau. So f of s is equal to, we are going to have f of s is equal to integral 0 to infinity. So your y is going to be written as your limit is 0 to t. f1 of tau into f2 of t minus tau into d tau into e power minus st dt. So if I am going to compare this equation with the general Laplace transform equation, you know that this function is going to be called as your f of t function. So here if I am going to write it as your f of t, your function is going to be written as integral 0 to t f1 of tau into f2 of t minus tau into d tau. So here f of t is equal to integral 0 to t f1 of tau into f2 of t minus tau into d tau. So here this I can write, this is nothing but the convolution of two signals, f1 of t convoluted f2 of t. So we write Laplace transform of f1 of t convoluted f2 of t is equal to f1 of s into f2 of s. So now we are going to see your inverse Laplace transform using the convolution integral. So find the Laplace inverse of 1 by s into s plus 4 using the convolution integral there. So first what we are going to do is, your basic function is f of s is equal to f1 of s into f2 of s. Here we are going to have your f2 of s is nothing but I am going to take it as 1 by s, and your f1 of t, so if I am going to take the Laplace transform of inverse Laplace of f2 of s, that is nothing but f2 of t, that is equal to 1. And next is your f1 of s I am going to consider as 1 by s plus 4. If I take the inverse Laplace of f1 of s, it is going to be f1 of t. So f1 of t is nothing but e power minus 4t. Now we are going to substitute in this formula there. Your f of t is equivalent using the convolution integral they have told. So that means that the convolution integral is your f of t is equivalent to integral 0 to t f1 of tau into f2 of t minus tau into d tau. So what is f1 of tau? That is f1 of tau is going to be just your one value. So here I am going to take this is your f1 of tau. So f1 of tau is going to be your e power minus 4t and f2 of t minus tau. So in this case there is going to be no time duration, so no waveform is going to be shifted, just we are going to write it as 1. So our integral will be 0 to infinity e power minus 4t into 1 into d tau. So we can see that if I am going to have it, so your f of t is equivalent to your integral 0 to t, your f1 of tau is nothing but here e power minus 4t into your f2 of t minus tau is nothing but here in this case it is not having any time duration, so it is going to be multiplied by 1 into d tau. So when I am going to have this function, if I integrate it, it is going to be e power minus 4t divided by minus 4. Your limit is going to be 0 to t. So it is going to be 0 to t means it is first is 1 by minus 4, minus 1 by 4 is going to be common, I will take it out. So it is e power minus 4t minus e power 0. So we know that your 1 by 4 into e power 0, here already minus sign is there, this minus and minus if I multiply, it is going to be plus e power 1, this is minus e power minus 4t. So I am going to write the answer as your f of t is equal to 1 by 4 into 1 minus e power minus 4t. So using your convolution integral means you have to use this formula and then you have to find out your f of t. So you have to choose appropriately f1 of s and f2 of s. So next problem is, you are using the convolution theorem, find the inverse Laplace transform of the following function. So f of s is equal to 1 by s minus a the whole square. So we know that your f of s is equal to your f1 of s into f2 of s. So we write f of s is equal to 1 by s minus a the whole square, that I can write as f1 of s into f2 of s. So your f1 of s is equal to f2 of s. So this is nothing but your f2 of s. So this is your f2 of s. So f1 of s is equal to f2 of s is equal to 1 by s minus a. So what is 1 by s minus a? It is e power minus at there. So it is going to be written as your e power minus at. So f1 of t is equal to f2 of t is equal to e power at. Now if I am going to write it in the formula, your Laplace transform it is your f of t is equal to integral 0 to t f1 of tau into f2 of t minus tau into d tau. So what is f1 of tau? F1 of tau is going to be e power at, and your f2 of t minus tau is going to be e power a into t minus tau. So now we are going to substitute that your limits here. Your f of t is equal to integral 0 to t, it is your e power at. So one function, so e power minus 8 tau into e power a into t minus tau into d tau. So if I simplify it, it is going to be 0 to t e power a tau. So we are integrating with respect to tau there. So it is e power a tau into e power a t into e power minus a into tau into d tau. So we know that e power a tau into e power minus a tau is going to be 1. So I can integrate it. I can have this function to be a 0 to t e power a t into d tau. So we should integrate it with respect to tau. That means e power a t is a constant. So if it is going to be a constant, then I can write this expression as e power a t. Your integration of tau is going to be just d tau is nothing but tau 0 to t. So if I substitute your limits, it is going to be your e power a t is a constant. If I substitute the limits, it is going to be t minus 0. So that means that your f of t is equal to t into e power a t. So this is your Laplace transform, that is your inverse Laplace of your 1 by s minus a the whole square. Thank you.